Namaskar. Hello everyone. Arvidi here and a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we go ahead, I request all of you to share my YouTube channel with all your friends and acquaintances. Do watch, like and share all my videos. I am putting all my efforts for making C programming simplified for everyone, for a new person who is into learning C programming. So, a sincere request to help me and support my efforts by sharing this with all your friends. So, in today's video, we'll be going ahead with another program, C program. It's the next video of my playlist, Programming in C, where the C programming is simplified. So we are into control structures. We have seen conditional control structures, if else, nested if else, and so on. So this is also one of the program related to that, where we'll be using a kind of an if else ladder for getting the work done. So the heading I have given is point and circle program, so to keep it compact, but purposely I have posted the complete question here for you to understand what is it, what we're going to do. So in this program, we will be accepting the radius and coordinates of center for a circle. That's how circle is generally represented. So radius of a circle and coordinates of its center point. Along with that, we'll also take coordinates of another point, let's say P. So now we can see we have a circle and we have another point called P. Now our job is to decide whether that point P is inside the circle or outside the circle, or it is on the circle. Okay, that's the basic question. I hope you have understood, or else obviously you can try to go through it properly and understand what is the task. Now, how do you do that? Very simple. We have a radius and we have, you can say, center coordinates. What do? You take center coordinates, I'm going to call them as Cx, Cy. You can see my variable creation also. I've already kept some part ready for you. So I've taken R, which is radius, Cx, Cy, which is center coordinates, Px, Py, which is coordinates of that point P. And I'm going to find the distance between the center and that point, using a distance formula. Okay, and that will be stored in dist. So now what I have a distance of center and that point with me, that is dist. And I already have a radius. So obviously the distance, if it is greater than the radius, then the point is supposed to be outside the circle. If the distance happens to be less than radius, then the point is within the circle. And if it is equal to radius, then the point is on the circle. That's going to be the logic for getting these things done. Okay, so I've just kept the earlier printf as it is. Reusability. I guess this will not be used as it is, so I'll delete that. So let us start with the working of the current one. So the first thing I will be doing is finding the distance. So for that I will take square root. Okay, for that mat.h I've already included. Okay, at the top. So square root of, it will be x2 minus x1 the whole square, y2 minus y1 the whole square, and the addition of that. So it's going to be like Cx minus Px the whole square. So instead of that I'll just multiply it twice, and I can make use of the power function and all these things also, but not very suitable right now. Similarly, I'll be adding the square of Cy minus Py. Okay, so yeah. So what is it? It is the distance formula. Okay, so x2 minus x1 the whole square, so Cx minus Px the whole square, plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, that is Cy minus Py the whole square. So I've got the distance. Now I'm going to compare that particular distance with the radius. So if my, let's say, distance is greater than the radius, okay, then printf, the formula or the conclusion is the point is outside. So currently going ahead with the short message, I'll simply say outside. For us it's easy to understand what it means. Else I'll compare if the distance is less than radius, okay, then I would say printf the point is inside. Okay, and if none of this is true, in else I can very easily conclude that the point is on the circle, because if the distance is not less, if the distance is not greater, that means the distance is equal. So I would say it is on the circle. Okay, that's it. So let us check with some sample cases. So I'm giving let us say 5 comma 0 comma I can't 5 comma 0 achha, radius. So radius is, let's say, 10 and center coordinates are 5 comma 0. Okay, so at 5 on x and y 0, so 5 comma 0 is my center coordinates and the radius is 10. Okay, so if you go on the other side, let's say 15, 5 plus 10 is 15. So if I give 15 comma 0, ideally it should come on the circle. Yes, it does come on the circle. Okay, this is a simple way to check, because we obviously want to check something which we already are aware. You can obviously take any random thing and you can check. So let's say if I have 6 radius and 4 and 8, okay, and the point is 12 and 7, you can see it's outside, quite too far. Similarly, you can check something with the smaller values and you will see that it is inside. So let's say radius is 5 and let's say if I have 2 and 4 and let this be 3 and 3. So it is inside. Okay, so that way rather we can have the checking. Okay, so a quick recap. The question was, take radius and a center coordinates of a circle, take another point P and try to check whether the point is inside, outside or on the circle. We have found the distance between the center and that point and we've compared that distance with the radius to decide whether it's inside, outside or on the circle. Fine, so that was about the current question and this was about the program in this video, that is point and circle program. Okay, so we'll be doing many such programs. Now I'm going to switch to some programs on if else ladder also, on switch case also. So we'll have a lot of examples to practice and be comfortable in this particular part of C programming. So that's it as far as the current video is concerned. Thank you and happy learning.